FrancoFEST is 3 days of celebration set to the rhythm of the Francophonie. Joining me now, Elyzabeth Walling from FrancoFEST. So good to have you here, Elizabeth.
Well, thank you for inviting us.
I like the Francophonie.
Yeah, actually, you know what? We are not phony at all. We are very authentic.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I love this festival, and I love that it's still going on, because this has been running for quite a while in our community.
45 years.
That's crazy.
Yes.
Yeah, I knew it went back a long time, but I didn't know that it was already 45 years that it's been here.
45 years, and I think it's one of the biggest Francophone festival on the Niagara region.
Yeah, that's
so
amazing.
It's a big festival. Last year we had more than 5,700 people, and now we're hoping for 6,000. So.
Which is really quite a lot of people coming out for anything going on in the city that's, you know, in one of our parks. This is being held at Gage Park.
Yes, Gage Park, and everything's for free. It's for everybody. It's family oriented. All the shows are free. We have more than 60 artists in 8 different disciplines. So that's like circus, music. There's food trucks also. So yeah, most people are bilingual, meaning that they speak music and food.
Yeah, I like that. I'm definitely bilingual.
Yeah.
So even though it's been going for 45 years, not everybody knows about it, which is why we always love to talk about, to bring that awareness piece. And so let's talk about the festival and the history and the importance of having this festival every year in this community.
Well, I think Hamilton has always been very welcoming to French Canadian. It has a history, all the industries, a lot of French Canadian called Hamilton home. And through the years, I think the Francophones came from many different places. Like there are people in Africa who speaks French, and so we see Hamilton's community change. But French, it's a language that people relate to because it's one of the funding community. So I think it's important. It's our roots, and it also makes us very different. Canada is bilingual, technically. So it makes us very different from the United States at the moment, where we are a community that's welcoming and we are proud of our heritage. And you can see it and hear it in the music and in the food.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love that that Canada is bilingual. It's always been part of the history that I thought was really cool about our country. And although we have many, many languages, and I, you know, honor and recognize that as well, but it is that uniqueness of having 2 languages. And, you know, we all grow up in our school system learning French to some degree, and some of us do well, others of us not so much. But it's being able to speak it and then speak it within the household that is super helpful. So if you're just learning it in school and no one speaks French to you at home, it can be a lot more challenging. But I think that it's still exciting and fun for kids, and there's so many opportunities for them to teach their parents as well.
Yeah, and that's one, you're absolutely right, and that's an excellent question. Practicing is important. And one way of doing that is when you come to the festival, because lots of people tell me, oh, I don't really speak French, will I be welcome? Absolutely. This is one way to practice. Most people come in saying bonjour, and they leave saying merci, like thank you, like this was fun. And people communicate, and after COVID, we extended it. It was so popular to 3 days because we feel how important it is to come together as a community. I think it shows how Hamilton is such a great place where people feel welcomed.
I love that you say that, because I think, you know, for those that have lived here a long time, lived here their whole lives, or, you know, whatever it happens to be, don't recognize and realize how fabulous this city actually is.
Oh, yeah.
There's so much going on, and it's a lot of incredible people like yourself that bring people together, that support festivals like this, that make the city so unique and incredible.
Yes, and well, thanks to many partners like the City of Hamilton who helps us, and the Government of Canada and Ontario who support this festival because they recognize how important it is for people to come together. And when you come together with music, dancing, there is a kind of natural exchange. So I would say to people, wear comfortable clothes because you might need that extra inch for the food. and you might suddenly feel an urge to dance.
Which is great. Well, if you're eating lots of food, it's good to dance, move it around. What's your favorite food at the festival?
Oh my god.
What should people look out for?
Oh, there's so many. Of course, we have the favorite, like, how's it called? Like with cream and
Like a crepe?
Yeah, that is
Crepes
just
are
amazing.
one of my favorite
and you can
things.
smell maple syrup from miles.
Which is the best. There's
Yes.
nothing, in my opinion, like the rich taste of pure maple syrup.
Exactly.
And such a Canadian thing, right, is our
Truly.
maple syrup, which is
And
really
these
good.
days, we're pretty proud of being Canadian.
Yeah, I had the pleasure of living in Montreal for a few years. Now, it was interesting because my French wasn't great, but I could converse. But every time I would speak English to a French person, they would speak English back to me, or French to a French person, they would speak English back to me because my French wasn't very good. But what I loved was that they were always willing to help me. And you know, and that's what I think is key. And that's what you're saying about this festival, right? Is like you can try, you can have fun and not feel like you shouldn't do this, because it's how we learn and how we advance and how we connect.
Well, there is the word fun in francophone.
There you go.
So yes, you learn when you're having fun. And saying that, Le Centre Francophone Hamilton has always been a place for 55 years where people learn. So, and great story, because we have lots of volunteers. A lot of them, we actually have to say no to some people.
Yeah, and it's never too late to learn. Like, that's what I love too. And they say that learning a language is a really good way to create different neural pathways within the brain. So, you know, even if you're a little rusty, but you know, this is a great language to learn, and it's challenging for us, and there's so many great ways to learn it as well.
Oh yes, well, we have on Sunday also for our elders, because this is a family festival. We have the very popular bingo. So yes,
That's a good way to learn.
Yes. Absolutely. The numbers are in, you know, you can learn doing many different games. There will be an escape game. There will be prizes to win. So lots of family fun. And again, all for free in Gage Park.
And 3 days.
3 days to vibrate and 45 years to celebrate.
I love it. Elyzabeth, thank you so much.
No, thank you for inviting us.
Really wonderful to have you on and to bring the awareness to this great festival. So if you haven't been before, make sure you get out to it.